Okay, so just going to start with some joint mobility. So we're going to start with the shoulders to begin with. Just make sure that's lined up straight-ish. I'm kind of to the right, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to start with your shoulders to begin with. So again, if you're sat down at a desk a lot, or you're driving, so you're in a sales job or any kind of job where you're driving, you tend to round your shoulders forwards quite a lot. So I like to get used to pushing your shoulders back and down. So if you start off shoulder rolls backwards, so full rotations, working on joint mobility from the, I've left really the neck and head out for the time being, I've gone straight to the shoulders. So rotate your shoulders backwards, big loops backwards, big rotations backwards, nice and relaxed. Full circles round, and then we're going to go the other way again. So big rotation round, big rotation round. Okay, so thumbs up, then going to rotate in, circle round again, back same position again, circle in, rotate round again. And just keep this going to start you off. Rotate round, thumbs in, rotate round again, and then we're going to go back the other way. Same as before. Rotate round, rotate round, rotate round. Good, okay, so hands down again. We're going to work in a slightly different plane to this. Come up, push your hips forwards, rotate back again. Come up, push your hips forwards, rotate back. Hips forwards, rotate back. Good, okay. So turn from a side position, both hands up, tuck your hips under, going to stretch up. High as you can, one side, and then the other side. This is going really more into your back and your lats, but I like to add this in to begin with. There's quite a few different joint mobility exercises you can do. Stretching up from one side to the other side. Okay, bring your hands together, tuck underneath, going to rotate around one way, and then the other way. Rotate around one way, and then the other way. Again, tuck those hips underneath, don't allow your back to arch too much. Okay, so from there, all you're going to do from here is rotate around your middle, turn your foot, turn your hip, so we're stretching your back out as well. Turn your hip, turn your hip, turn your hip, and just keep going from there. Again, all this stuff to start you off may seem like the boring stuff, may seem like the stuff that you're not really wanting to do, but it will make a big difference. It's made a lot of difference to my training. All the mobility joint stuff after the foam rolling, and then afterwards you could add in, if you're going to bed, some magnesium to aid that recovery. So the foam rolling and the joint mobility is a crucial part of starting your training off. Okay, so once you've rotated round, again, if you feel any particular areas are tight, then I would just carry on around that area to begin with. Okay, so hips, so I'm going to start from here, just going to circle around your hips to start off with. Circle around. Good, so just working around those hips, and then back again, back the other way. Same again. And then you can come really short, supersexual. So come really short little movements. I feel it grinding around from one way into the other. Lots of popping and cracking. And then back the other way again. So you're really grinding your hips around. Again, supersexual. This will help with other areas of your life. Okay, so just working around your hips, nice and tight. I like to do hip mobility with one hand on the wall as well. So big circles around your hip joint. Circling around, circling around, circling around. And you go back the other way again. Back the other way. So it's quite a lot of martial arts. And then from there, so you're just going to swing backwards and forwards from that position. Stretch that hamstring out. Good, okay. Same again the other side. So flip back, going to rotate round, again, same position again. And then again, just keep that forwards and backwards motion with your leg from there. Now, I'm just going to do a bit of back mobility, so I'm going to go onto the floor. Okay, so from here, if you round your back up, then arch your back. Round your back up, arch your back. Keep this going. Keep that going for the time being. Round up. Arch your back. I5, take a deep breath in, exhale as you arch into it. Now, again, more back mobility. So arms out, legs straight up, cross your body. Then you're going to rotate to the other leg, then cross your body again. Just going to keep this going. Back down, up, rotate across, switch. So let me get to the other side. Keep your torso where it is. Keep your trunk where it is. So you don't need to be moving that round. Keep that leg out flat. Then you're going to switch, other side again. So back mobility is something people seem to really struggle with. Again, this is a generalization. This is not specific for the individual. This is giving you a generic mobility warm-up for the joints to get you started off with. Okay? So some back mobility. Then from there, okay, so we can go into more knee mobility. So if you bring your knees, hope you can see this, bring your knees together, just going to work around one way and then the other way. So just your knees from there. It tends to go into your ankles more, so just your knees. Rotate around one way, back the other way again. One way and then the other way. And then onto your ankle. So good, foot facing down, rotate around your ankle one way. So foot facing straight, rotate around your ankle, then back the other way again. Back the other way. Good, same again, on the foot. Good, rotate round, and then back the other way again. Good, so all this mobility joint stuff. So the way that I structure my warm-ups, start with foam rolling, add in the mobility warm-up, work on the joints, then do more of a dynamic warm-up, so you start to push your heart rate up a little bit, and then before we go into metabolic resistance and resistance training. Okay, so from there, if you put your hands on your feet and try to sit back as much as you can, push your hips down, straighten up from there, deep breath in, exhale, sit back again, push your hips down, and straighten out again. Each time, trying to sit back that little bit more. Okay, try to sit back. I want you to try to get back to this right angle position. Again, this is generic, okay? Boost position, hands out, gonna push your heels back, drop your hips, big arch in your back, and then push back again. Good, big arch in your back, then push back again. So we just go back and forth between these two. If you want a slightly more advanced stretch from there, what you can do is push back, drop your hips, come back again, bring your foot up, drop that hip slightly, big rotation round with your hand, open up your chest, back to the same position again. So hips back, drop your hips, back again, foot up to the side, allow that hip to drop again, rotate round, circle, back to the same position. If you want to stretch out your glutes outside of the thigh, then from this, you can bring your leg across your body, flatten the other leg out, and then lay flat. Again, I tend to get, it tends to mobilise my ankle as well in that position. So again, push back onto your hips, onto your heels, get obsessed with them hips. Bring that foot across your body, lay flat. So your whole body, your hip wants to come down as well. It really depends on the flexibility of your hip, your knee, your lower back. I've been practicing this for quite a while now, so you can get pretty low. And push that hip down. So back to the same position again. Push backwards onto your heels, across your body, and lay flat again. If you want a bit of a... Actually, no, I'll leave that one for now. We'll leave the static stretching for after. So hopefully, guys, let's give you a good start. Let's give you a bit of joint mobility to go with. I haven't run through all of them, but a structure to get you started. So foam rolling, myofascial release, and then onto the joint mobility. Great stuff. Hope that's helped you guys get you started off.